Here's a quick introduction to balancing chemical equations. To balance an equation, you're basically trying to have the same number of each element on the reactant side as you have on the product side. So, if I had 2 fluorines on my reactant side, I would need 2 fluorines on my product side. We balance it this way so that we obey the law of conservation of mass. We're trying to make it more of a reality. Alright? So, let's get right into how to do it. If we're looking at this equation here, I see I have 2 reactants, sodium chloride and fluorine, so molecular fluorine. If I go left to right, I see I have 1 sodium on the left and 1 sodium on the right, so I'm fine there. I have 1 chlorine on the left and I have 2 chlorines on the right, so I'm not balanced there. 1 and 2, not the same number. So I need to add more chlorines on the left side where I only have 1 of them on. So to do that, I literally, let me change this to draw. I literally add an entire new sodium chloride, NaCl. I can't just add a single chlorine because that'll throw things off. I need the entire molecule of NaCl, an entire compound of NaCl. Alright, once I do that, I now have 2 chlorines and 2 chlorines and I'm balanced there. But I also have 2 sodiums now. Change my number of sodiums, where I only have 1 sodium over here, so I have to balance that out too. I can balance that by adding another sodium fluoride. So now I have 2 sodiums and 2 sodiums. Now the last element I want to look at was the fluorine. And I have 2 here. And it looks like I already fixed it. I have 2 over here already too by adding that extra sodium, right? So I'm all balanced, I'm all set. To finish off a balanced equation though, once I have the right number of elements, once I know how many molecules I need, I have to add what's known as coefficients in front of each molecule, element, or compound. So coefficient is literally just a big number and it just tells you how many of each thing you have. So right here we'd put 2 as our coefficient because we have 2 sodium chlorides. 1, 2. Right here we have 1 fluoride, so 1 of those molecules. So we'll just put a big 1 right there. Here, once again, we have 1, 2 sodium fluoride, so we put a 2 here, and then 1 chlorine here. And we are done. Our balanced chemical equation has 2 sodium chlorides, 1 fluorine, 2 sodium fluorides, and 1 chlorine. Alright, so those are all our proper coefficients, 2, 1, 2, 1. Just a quick refresher, a subscript is these little numbers down here at the bottom that tells you how many of those elements you have. So it's right next to it, so Cl little 2 means you have 2 chlorines. That's it. Alright, that's your intro to bonding, or intro to chemical equations, balancing chemical equations. Good luck!